Hi, I'm Rob, and in this Gems of War video, I'm going to show the team I'm going to use for the Underspire this week. I have to use Darkstone troops, so quite a limited selection, and I will show a alternative option if you don't have 2 times Magnus, for example. Let's take a look at the team. Weapon-wise, we have to pick something from Darkstone. Now, Essence of Evil, a really fantastic weapon, inflicts all negative state effects on an enemy, then explodes magic +1 gems of their mana colour. So all those status effects, they're going to be root trapped, entangled, death marked. They can just die the next round. Really, really cool, as well as explodes gems charging up the team at the same time. So an absolutely fantastic weapon. Going to be an arch class for this. 15% chance for any skull damage to be lethal. Again, another chance of a quick kill. Start battles with 50% mana is really cool. Hunters mark a random enemy on 4 or 5 of a kind. My throwing that second one doesn't matter. Root trap, nice to be safe from the start with entangle. 35% chance to summon a bandit if an ally dies. All green allies gain 5 armor. Got a 30% chance to dodge skull damage. Yeah, so really safe with this in first place. Very good indeed. For our damage dealer, we're going to have 2 times Magnus. Magnus does damage to all enemies, magic +1, boosted by diseased and poisoned enemies, then disease and poison all enemies. Does inflict a random status effect on 4 or 5 gem matches, as well as being impervious is pretty cool. So the idea is most of the time to just cast both of them back to back. That's going to do a lot of damage on those early stages. You can get some quick kills with Essence of Evil coming in as well. And we can get mana gen with a Blind Guardian at the same time, as well as restricting what the enemy can do. Drains up to 10 mana from an enemy and explode 1 gem for each mana drained. So if, for example, somebody had 9 mana and you cast this on them, you are going to drain their mana as well as explode 9 gems, which is going to charge up the team. And you also get a bonus purple mana from purple gem matches, which is really cool. And a Dark Storm at the start, which is purple. So these purple using troops should get charged up pretty quick. If you don't have 2 times Magnus, or you don't have any Magnus at all, there are other fairly good options. You can have Ocularan, damage to the 2 weakest enemies, transforming brown to green to boost the effect. That's going to be really good for the Essence of Evil. There's what else we got? Sister of Nightmares, she's great as well. Starting battles with 75% mana. Stealthy, damage to the last 2 enemies and inflicts a random status effect to them as well. Really, really cool. And what's the other one? Zerodar. Damage to the first 2 enemies, transforms yellow to skulls. Again, with this weapon, with them being root trapped from the start and the option to chuck Essence of Evil on them or the enemy underneath them, so you get 2 root traps in effect, then that makes those skulls relatively safe. If you don't have Essence of Evil, then there are other options. Black Manacles, again, damage to all. That would give you 3 lots of damage to all troops going on if you do have those 2 times Magnus. But obviously the mana gen or the charging may be a bit slow because that uses purple and brown, which is the same as Magnus. But yeah, some okay things here. Jar of Eyes is pretty good, exploding gems and has a summon. But I do really like Essence of Evil. All right, the banner for this. +2 green, +1 purple, -1 blue summer banner. And as shown, we are in Archer class. So let's have a couple of scrappy doos. Horned Asp. So we get a 50% start on our weapon, which is really cool. We can look to get that up nice and quickly by collecting some green. And there we go, they died already. You can cast it on the top troop, for example, keep you safe from any damage. Really handy if you're a newer player. And use Magnus to wipe out the rest. And let's pop into the shop. Grab your free lantern, always good. Save your lantern, I suggest, for the boss rooms. I particularly change my, or save my lanterns for the green boss room, which is Emeraldrin. That gives you the Imperial Deed, and you get double rewards when you use your lanterns in the room. So I suggest save your lanterns for the boss room. Personally, I like 2 times Imperial Deed from the Green Dragon Emeraldrin. All right, let's have a rough and tumble with Tomb Raider in a back alley. Apparently, fair enough. Street Thief can join in if she likes. Alright, so again, we'll have a little look for some green. We'll explode gems at the same time. They're entangled already from root trap, remember, so you can cast it on the next troop down, effectively giving us 2 root traps. Really handy if you're a newer player, and for example, if you kill a top troop, then the second one down is still effectively a root trap, making you safe. Only a few torches left. Never spend your lanterns on these early stages. Just seeing a bit more isn't actually really worth it. Much better off saving those lanterns for those boss rooms to get double rewards. Again, let's get our Essence of Evil up. The top troop remains entangled. Tend to cast it on the one down. But yeah, we get charged up pretty quick with this team. Do we have any brown? No. But that's okay. I mean, you can go 3 times Magnus, I suppose. It's going to get charged up eventually. If you have them. I do quite like the Blind Guardian for this, though. Mirror Queen. Right, what do we got? Green, thank you very much. Let's chuck it on them. And you can chuck it on things like Mirror Queen, for example, because she can be a bit of a pain. 50% chance to summon a copy of an enemy, if that works in her favour. Oh, see, she got to cast then, and she got the summon as well. So she can be tricky. So don't always chuck the Essence of Evil on the opponent underneath, the one that's root trapped, as I just did. Sometimes you're going to want to chuck it on the most dangerous enemy. Stop them from doing their dangerous stuff. Yes. Got a lot of purple there. Straight away, that's going to get the job done instantly. So yeah, pretty quick team. Not too shabby. Only 3 lanterns left. Where are we going to go? Whichever way we go, you sort of know it's going to be the opposite way to what the game said you should have gone. You always bump into them dead ends and then, oh, it was the other way. No way. Let me go this way and find my inevitable dead end. Do some green really, but if the green aren't there, we have to make do and get something else. Magnus is up. Doing his Magnusy big nose stuff. So yeah, this is going to be pretty quick. We haven't actually had to cast the second Magnus at all yet. Let me just reach my dead end. I know it's going to be a dead end. It's got to be. It always is. Let's see if I'm right. Come on, give me some green. Ah, purple's right. Purple's okay. Victory is ours. Hey! It's that thing. When you say it's going to be one thing, it makes you look daft, but it works out in your favour. So I might have double bluffed the game there. I might have done that on purpose to make it work for me. So I'm not going to use my lantern for this, because I'm going to save it for the green dragon, which is Emeraldrin. That gives me the Imperial Deed. Oh, we've run out of what's it, so I've got to save it till tomorrow anyway. Anyway, I might use a 50 gem thing to get a little boost later on more torches, but yeah, there's a team I'm using for this. It seems to be working pretty good. Happy with it. It's going to work for newer players at the same time. But there's the video. If you enjoyed it, found it useful, helpful, any of that kind of stuff, be really cool if you bash that like and subscribe button. It really does help. But most of all, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you again next time. Bye for now.